All right. That's good. Grab the links. All right. We're good. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. Gio, good morning. I am doing good this morning. Doing good. Just missed a little bit of a short off the all-time high sweep, but I don't really do well pre-market trading most of the time anyway. So, morning, Scott. How you doing? Had a couple trades overnight here with the iFVG Autotrader. Had a long, two longs. The first long was at 4:40 in the morning. This is on the 20 range. Remember, I'm just testing out the 20 range. You're vibing, Scott. Good, good. 1 minute chart, still, I trust the most. The settings on the WAP, but 20 range, long here. That hit full TP. That was about 16 points for the full TPs there. So stop loss is probably 8 points. And then we had a long here. Following the trend, which here was really good actually. And this trade as well was 18 points. So probably a 9-point stop loss on that trade. So really scalpy settings. If you caught either one of those, easily could be down for the day. So someone said in the Discord, if you had a copy trader like TradeSync, wouldn't it just copy what it's doing anyway? I don't know. What are you saying, really? All right. Yeah, 2 wins last night, guys. If you got either one, definitely, yeah, instead of developing for Quantower, use TradeSync. Yeah. Yeah, I've asked Scott before. I've asked Ben, our main developer, about developing for Quantower. That everyone agrees each platform has its quirks. So, is it worth making an algo for multiple platforms? I don't know. I would say not. So NinjaTrader works good enough, I would say. So, and I would say most people just are comfortable with NinjaTrader. It wouldn't be a very big crowd for Quantower anyway. So yeah, we had all-time highs, just got created at 275. Did have a nice 30-second inversion for value gap area at the highs. I wasn't at my computer, but that pulled back quite nicely, about 30 points in profit or so. You did one for Quantower recently? How's that going? Pretty easy to go from NinjaTrader to Quantower, or ES all-time highs did just get created as well, at 6802.75. And then just some hourly lows at 6774 on ES. And then also hourly low at 170 on NQ and 127 on NQ. Bit of a learning curve. Framework's different. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I was curious what Quantower would do for developing algorithms. Definitely. I mean, I use Quantower for all my manual trades. But yeah, I don't have any algos on Quantower though. But I do have all my funded accounts hooked up through Quantower for my just manual trading and stuff. So right now I have, let me see, I have 10 accounts hooked up through Quantower through like 3 different firms, or 1, 2, 4 different firms. Yeah. Quantower works very good. The copy trader that's built into Quantower works very good from my experience. So let me start up some music for everybody. Not sure it's worth another 1,000 for the license. Is $1,000 for what? Like, what license do you have? Because I have I have an account with advanced features on it, but do you need like a certain license for developing on Quantower? Is that what you're saying? Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, so otherwise, guys, market opens here in a minute and a half. We're gonna be waiting. We're at all-time highs. I think I would like to see a pullback towards 50% level. And is there really... Oh my gosh. Sometimes TradingView sucks. Let me just tell you. Okay. Creates like random gaps that are not even there. Random gaps. And yeah, for everyone just joining, good morning. 2 wins overnight on the 20 range settings. 1590 for lifetime. Yeah. I don't know about that. But yeah, 2 wins overnight. Settings are posted in the general chat. I'm testing them out, so I don't have like tons and tons and tons of funded accounts on them, right? It's just testing. And if we look back to yesterday, during the morning session, we were, let's see, a loss that we talked about, then a full win, then a loss. I feel like there was, let me, then a loss, then a break even. So not the, not the best, but the win helped cover things up. And I guess we had a win at 8:30 and some wins overnight as well, or a win overnight. So overnight performing a little better last 2 days. So market's open right now though. Market is open and we are dropping off the open, which I'd say is good to see. If we want to continue back to the upside, maybe. Yes. We start to yawn right when the market opens. All right. So I'd want to see us pull back to about 200. That is right where the 50% level is. Right where the 50% level is. So we could maybe drop down, get some sort of bounce off. That would be ideal to me. Autotrader is obviously able to take trades right now. I've noticed the first 5 minutes or so generally aren't that good if it does take a trade in the first 5 minutes with these settings. I should pull up another chart, which I'll do for the rest of the week. Pull up a 1 minute chart as well. Just so people aren't, you know, people like to always complain like, oh, you're changing settings all the time. It's like, no, I'm just playing around. You guys have the freedom to do the same thing. So you guys all have the freedom to do some playing around, change settings. Everyone wants everything handed out to them on a platter. And you know what? I've already gave the platter. It's on WAP. You can copy those if you want. And if you use it long enough, you'll like it. So we're ripping up. ES is ripping high right now. Very strong. ES looks like it wants to go back for all-time highs again. ES does look like it wants to go back for the all-time highs. We just rejected very strongly on NQ for rally gap up here. There's a 1 minute bearish for rally gap at 246, so pretty much right where this wick was. Bearish for rally gap there. And pulled back. This doesn't look like a huge move. I mean, this is already 30 points though. So pretty big. Range isn't too big for the open though. I mean, 30 points total so far. Definitely want to see that expand a bit more towards the 80, 90, 100 points. Otherwise, you know, we don't want to be chopping here all morning. So all right, so far the first 4 minutes are bar coding. We have a down candle, an up candle, down candle, an up candle. So that's not good. It's not good so far. Definitely don't want to see that continue. ES really punching again towards the all-time highs. NQ not following. Let's check on NVIDIA stock. Made a nice high, pulling back. Tesla dumped and now it's rallying. Meta dropping. Apple is pumping. So I would say definitely a little more on the bullish end of things here. So feels like today might be a bit more volatile trending side. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I could see a trend day happening for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning bullish. You know, whether we pull back first, who knows, but I'm leaning bullish today overall. But if we could pull back first towards 200, I would actually really like that. If we get a bounce off of 200 and look for, you know, an inverse value gap back to the upside there, that'd be good. I would take that. Getting some swings plotted out here, so decent chance, I guess, of us getting a trade soon, because this is a pretty tight range, likely going to break one of these sides here. Whether we create a fair value gap or not, that's the question. So swept the high, there's no fair value gaps. We'd need to see some impulse move up probably towards 60 and then a pullback. That would maybe give us a short. Potential here. We'll see. Nothing. Nothing. It's 936. Yeah, nothing there. Must not have met some criteria. Oh, the range is pretty small. That's probably what it is there. This range is 27 points. Yeah. Range isn't quite big enough. If you lowered the range size, maybe to, instead of 100 ticks, lowered it to like 70. I mean, 27 points is 100 ticks, but range is really small so far. What are we gonna do, man? 15-minute time frame. I mean, it looks bullish. I think every time frame looks pretty bullish, but we will see what happens. So man, we are chopping on the open, guys. From the low to the high, 46 points. That's pretty small for 8 minutes in, 46 points. I mean, we literally moved more from 9 o'clock to 9:30. We moved 60 points. And from 8:15 to 9 o'clock moved 80 points. So, I mean, pre-market, much better than the open so far. I mean, this is, you can always tell on a range chart if we're chopping, right? And this is, that's chop, right? I mean, really, this whole area, like right here, it's just chop. 10 wins? Jeez. Give me your algo. DM me your algo secretively so I can try it. Nope, it must not have met some criteria. It's as simple as that, right? If it sweeps a high, creates a fair value gap, doesn't mean it's going to take the trade. It means it's definitely a potential. And if it doesn't meet all the criteria in the background, then it doesn't take the trade. If you lowered the range size, it may have taken the trade, but this is a very small range. Again, it's only 27 points. So likely it was due to the range being too small. Yikes, this is ugly. This is ugly so far. Guys, there's not much going on here. I mean, we're chopping, so it might be, maybe we have, you know, 10 a.m. expansion. Maybe. Again, we have no news today. Tomorrow is supposed to be FOMC meeting minutes. Thursday, Powell speaks at 8:30. Says that's orange folder. That's definitely high impact. And then Friday, it says U of M consumer sentiment at 10. Unemployment claims tentative because the government shut down. So who knows what will actually happen. And then it says Monday, October 13th is a bank holiday. Columbus Day. Looking for a trend. We're not moving much. Yeah. I mean, I would at this point probably say it's 10 a.m. That'll make the move, but oh no, guys. Okay, well, we will scroll back, show you guys the last few days with this thing. So starting September 29th. Remember, I was trying to build something that might work pretty good during the New York session. Had a loss overnight, and then we had another trade here. This is break even 2 minutes before the open. So obviously some of these trades you just wouldn't take. Like, you shouldn't have the bot enabled 30 seconds before open, realistically. Some days obviously aren't going to be good. This one, 2 losses in the open, then 3 losses, then a full win, then a full win. So you'd be break even though you had more losses than wins, because these are bigger wins. So first hour and a half, just break even. Afternoon session got a little muddy. Next day here had a loss overnight, 2 losses overnight. Market opens. Again, this is the first 5 minutes, so maybe avoid 5 minutes. Then we had a full TP, and then a loss, and then a break even, then a break even, then a break even. Then a loss, and a break even, then a full win. So, and again, a little bit of a messy day. You're getting a lot of trades. You wouldn't be down much at all, because most of the trades are break even. You have a loss, you have a win. Get some more full wins here. 11, 20, 12 o'clock, and 1 o'clock full TPs. So that day, and 3:30 in the afternoon. So that day, a lot of full wins that were after the first hour. Okay, moving on here. The next pre-market day we have on October 1st, a full TP, then a break even overnight, then another full TP. And then market opens, you got a full TP, then you have a loss, and then you have a full TP again. Then you have a loss, and you have a full TP. Then a break even. Now you're in the afternoon session, obviously. But you can see, I mean, even if you get a few losses in a row, a lot of times it seems to be stacked by a couple nice wins, and then you're either not down much, or, you know, you break even. So another day here, October 2nd, we have a loss. Then again, this was 9:35. Maybe avoid the first 5-6 minutes or so. then a break even, then a full TP, then a full TP. Then it's 11 o'clock. Then 11:30 we have a full TP. 11:40 we have a full TP. Then a loss right at 4 o'clock. So again, you wouldn't even trade that. You know, prop firms don't even allow you to trade that. So moving on. Now this is October 3rd. We have a nothing overnight here. This was 9:10 in the morning, a loss. This was 9:33, again, first 5 minutes of the day, a loss. So again, 5 to 6 minutes in, you might want to avoid. And then we have a full TP at 9:40, then a full TP at 9:56. Then we have a full TP at 10 o'clock, and then a full TP at 10:20. So this day you would have been massively green, right? Especially if you avoid the first 5 minutes, you would have had 1, 2, 3, 4 full TPs in 45 minutes. So that'd be 6R of profit, right? 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. 6R of profit in 45 minutes. Okay. This day was a little bit more rangy. You can see that. Generally, the bot is obviously going to do a little bit better on rangy days. Bigger ranges, though. Not where we're just chopping, but big ranges. We're moving from highs to lows and lows to highs. Then towards the afternoon, we had a loss at noon, a loss at 1:30, a loss. So 4 losses. Obviously, if you traded the whole day, you'd still be up 2R on the day with 4 losses and 4 wins, because the wins obviously way bigger. But again, if you're up 6R in the morning, you're not going to be trading the afternoon session. And if you do, then I would say you're not a smart person. No one wants to build anything on Quant Tower? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, probably not. October 5th here, we have a full TP. Then we have, that was it. October 6th, we have a full TP here at 3 in the morning, then a break even. Then a full TP at 8:30. Then again, this was 9:34, so first 5 minutes, maybe avoid. Here we have another full TP at 9:36. Then we have a loss at 10, a loss at 10:30, a break even at 10:50. So you would be slightly red by like 0.2R, right? Barely anything. I would classify it as break even. Then 2 o'clock, you had a loss. Okay, remember this is scalpier settings. Your win rate is going to be lower. Okay, I would think so. But moving on, October 7th, this is today. So all we've had today is a full TP at 4 in the morning and a full TP at 8:20 in the morning. I mean, overall, I would say this has been working great for at least the last 10 days. Especially if you just use a little bit of common sense, like don't trade the first 5 minutes, don't trade 2 minutes before the open. If you're up in the morning, don't trade the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Like just simple trading logic, and you'd be doing pretty well. So still chopping in the range though. Whole time I was yapping. Still just right there. 30-point range. .30 range. ES is dropping. NQ's holding stable. Again, I'm thinking probably 10 o'clock is going to be the time here. This is still, yeah, 29-point range. So really, really tight in here. Really tight. Boring week so far, guys. Boring week, I would say. Oh man. If you guys want to try out these settings, they're posted in the general chat in the Discord. They're pinned, so. Quant Tower Dev have done it. But it just doesn't seem to have big enough draw users. Yeah. That's the only thing is if we were to sell an algo that's on Quant Tower and NinjaTrader, 95% of the users are going to choose NinjaTrader. So is it worth spending all that time just for, a handful of people to use the other one, right? Probably not. So I would agree with Scott there. Most people that run algos are comfortable with NinjaTrader and have only used NinjaTrader, so gotta think about it like that. Even if Quant Tower is better, most people are they're used to NinjaTrader, they want to do what's comfortable. So I would disagree with you there. It's not the dev assuming there's no users. They're just there is less users. It's just a fact, like with our community at least. There's a lot, like you see pretty much 95% of people use NinjaTrader. So yeah, there's a handful of people who use Quant Tower. Yeah, but majority don't. So again, you just gotta weigh the positives about each and stuff. But 22 people in here. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining and hanging out with us. We have no trades since 9:30 on the inverse for Valley Gap Autotrader. We've been very choppy, but we did have 2 full TPs overnight. So 2 full TPs are right here, 4 in the morning, 8 in the morning. I would say that's actually majority, again, not entirely true. Just because people are using automated trading systems doesn't mean they're techie, because I've been doing support for all these auto traders for the last couple of years. Again, probably at least 75% of the people are not very techie, and I mean a lot of people cannot even follow screenshot settings, right? Like they somehow mess up settings when you already give them a screenshot of them, right? So I would say majority is not techie. There's, again, a handful of people who are super techie and like to code their own stuff, but we didn't say it's too complicated. It's just majority of people like NinjaTrader. They're used to NinjaTrader. Could we code some algos for Quant Tower? Yeah, 100%. But and is Quant Tower more stable? Again, sure, but every platform has its quirks, right? So, is what it is, my man. I don't know if you're like upset or something that we don't have strategies coded for Quant Tower, but it's not gonna happen right now. If that's what you're asking, but Okay. Well, that's okay. You can, if you want to think that way, that's fine. Welcome in, everybody. 25 people in here. We've had no trades this morning, but we did have, again, a couple wins overnight. But we're still waiting. It's very choppy this morning. Ranges are not big, so. Ranges are not very big. I mean, again, every platform has its quirks. NinjaTrader does have its downsides. I mean, we've coded enough algorithms to find that out, but I think everything, nothing's perfect, so. Nothing is perfect. Wow, this is really gross, guys. This is very, very, very bad. Again, we have the open here to the high of the morning, which is here, 48 points. 48 points in 27 minutes. We are in that 950 to 1010 macro. Maybe we see something soonish here. Maybe we see something soonish. We do have a bearish SMT here. We have yeah. Did create a bearish SMT there with NQ and ES, but we're in a very, very tight range here, so. Guys, 10 o'clock. I did see a bit of volume come in there at 10. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll see something, but. Excuse me. ES is dropping here. NQ's not following it. ES is dropping. NQ not following it. We're creating some trend line liquidity on NQ. Will we go break that? Who knows? Who knows? But ES again. Wow, ES, I mean, selling off 8 points on ES, but NQ only 20 points on NQ. I mean, that's not mathing up how it should. If ES moves 8 points, NQ should be moving 30, 40 points, and it's not. It's not. So I feel like ES lately has just had much better follow through. Surprisingly, it's usually way opposite, but usually way opposite. Wow, ES still selling off here. Yeah, NQ is really slow. Getting some volume, though. I was in short on my funded accounts there. I took a risk, paid off slightly, but I did scale really early because we were soupy choppy. And I got 4 points away from stopping out there. I went in 6 micros and I'm in 1 left, but I scaled most, only 10 points in profit. I just got 1 that was 20 points. If I held everything down to there, I mean, would have been a 1-to-1 or so, but I'll take a base hit day still. I'm up 100. I've secured 130 per account. I only risk 200 per trade. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I would have just hit 1-to-1. At most, it was 1.5, but, you know, I'm not up that much, so. I'll probably just hold my last contract to see if we can move down and hit the 50% level. And if we don't, then we don't, so. I wasn't even paying attention. We did get a long, that was a loss, just here, so. First trade of the morning was a loss, 10.03. How many iFVG releases so far? What do you mean by how many iFVG releases? Yeah, so I'm a little, I just haven't been executing super well lately. If I just held everything to a 1-to-1, I would be up like 200 on the day. Looks like this is going to come back, break even me, and I'll be up 130. So, not the best execution, but, you know. Update fixes to strategy code? We haven't updated anything yet. We're working on some updates, but there's nothing wrong with the code. There's really no bugs at all. So, but we're adding some features right now. So yeah, a bit of a bummer there. I just only upset because I haven't been executing well. I'm taking good quality trades. I'm just not executing how I should. So break even on this last micro here, and I'm gonna be up 130 per account. So 124. Sloppy on my end, execution wise. Glad I came out alive on that, but again, I was risking 16 points there. Easily would have hit 1-to-1, potentially like 1 to 1.3 is probably the peak. But I'm up about, you know, whatever 0.7 are. Well, 0.7. So not even, I wouldn't even consider that, you know, a full base hit or anything. I'll take a green day. So I'll take a green day, but have not been executing well. Need to review that a bit. But I mean, I was protecting myself today. So 1.6K. 1.6K. Not great. That's between quite a few. That's between 10 funded accounts. So I scaled. I went 6 micro short at 238, and I ended up scaling pretty much 3 micros, or 1, 2, 3. Looks like it's like missing one. I'm trying to figure out where I even scale everything. 6 micros at 238. I scaled 1 at 232. So 6 points in profit for 1 micro. 1 at 231, 1 at 228. So I was out half my position pretty much at 10 points in profit when we swept this low, which was right here. So pretty much when we swept this low, I was out half my position because we've been, I mean, chopping, right? So I was thinking we could easily take this low and just reverse and keep chopping. We didn't reverse and keep chopping, but there was a very high likelihood we could have, right? So you got to protect yourself. I scaled half. I went break even. And then we continue down, and I scaled another, I think 2. Scaled another 2 at 217. So the low was pretty much 215. I scaled right here for 2. If I scaled everything down here, I would have made about 170 per account. Ended up going break even here with my last 1 micro. So it is what it is. I'll take a little base hit day. And we're getting a lot of volume back to the upside now. So the main reason I took that was just an SMT between NQ and ES. Is what it is. I'll take 130 bucks. This is actually not a bad long. We literally just got wicked out there, which that is a feature we're adding, by the way. You can have it put the stop loss below the nearest swing low, which in this case would have been right here, and you wouldn't have been stopped and you would have hit TP. So another feature we're adding. Okay. Another feature. Yeah, guys, we don't have any bugs anime, so don't have any bugs with the Autotrader. Everyone's been stable, especially when we have the on sim button checked, which is just how we're routing orders more safely, I guess, more efficiently. So, yeah. But I will 100% take a base hit. I mean, looking at this chart right now, we are super choppy. We are still in pretty much a 40-point range. So considering that I caught, you know, even 10, 15 points of the 40-point range, I'll take. Because if I look at this chart, there's nothing that screams, yeah, Joey, you should have taken that, you know. So I'll consider, probably shouldn't have taken the trade I did, but I took it anyway, and it worked. So think of it as a win-win. Yeah, I was not expecting this either. Yeah. I mean, we did move fairly big overnight. I mean, 160 points. 150. So I mean, that could be why we're slower this morning. I'm not sure. But hey, I'll take my little scalp, even though I only got 0.7 R out of it, and I could have gotten 1 R. It's probably literally the most I would have done is 1 R. So sometimes scaling does hurt you. Other times scaling really protects you. Like yesterday, I took 4 trades in the morning on my funded accounts. 3 of them were break even, and the 4th one yesterday, I ended up scaling as soon as we popped 10 or 15 points, and then I went break even, and then it came down and hit my break even. So if I was shooting for a 1-to-1, I would have had 0 profit yesterday either. But because I scaled, I got a little bit of something. So sometimes, you know, when we're chopping like this and you want to hold to a 1-to-1, it just doesn't work, because, you know, if you, let's just say you took a short, I don't know, right here, boom, your stop maybe was up here, you were shooting for down here. Okay, if you were holding to down here, you probably would have gotten hit out at break even or lost. But if you scaled here, got a little bit of something, would have been okay. Same thing over here. I took my short right here. My stop loss was up here. Okay, so this is where 2R is. Okay, we can change this 1. 1R is here. That's with no slippage, no fees, nothing. But 1R is here, ended up scaling here, and then down here. So, but you know, if this ended up coming here and I didn't scale and it hit me about break even, I would have been, you know, would have had 0 profit. So, and that was a pretty high likelihood if you looked back. Like if you look at the chart right here, you would probably say, yeah, like this is probably a smart spot to scale. Because look, we make a low, we move up, we come down, make a low, we don't sweep this, come up, make a low, don't sweep this, come up, make a low. So the odds if we get close to this, I mean, if we don't sweep that, then you get this, and now you're like, okay, probably should go break even considering the range. Then we sold a little bit, but you get the point, right? It's hindsight. It's hindsight. You can't trade or feel bad about hindsight. 22 people in here. Good morning. Thanks for joining, everybody. These new settings have been doing pretty well, I would say, the last few days. Last 10 days that I've been testing and researching them. It's been fun with the iFVG community here. We gave 3 months free to our little winner the other day. Lifetime is, let me just check. Monthly is sold out, I think. I'm gonna check right now. Monthly, we have 50 members, so monthly is technically sold out. And then our lifetime community, we have 1 spot left, technically. I've been saving a couple spots for people that have requested a spot a while ago. Just haven't had the time to check it out too much. But if you want a spot, I mean, I'm gonna leave it open still, but leave it open for a little bit. But yeah. I only limit it the first like month or 2 because I'm the only one that does support. So yeah, you would probably limit something too if you had to manage, you know, 50-60 people, right? That's the only reason. But once everyone settles in and stuff, we open it up usually. But basically, I always tell people if you want to try it in the first few months, like get in, try it, right? Because we'll have to limit it because I'm again really the only guy who does support. So usually if you request to get in, I always save spots for. I tell you if you want to get in, you can get in. You just might need to DM me pretty much, right? Pretty boring morning. How many days loaded do I have? I have 10 days. Let me load 20 days because I don't think we're going to be getting anything here. It may take a few minutes, but I figure maybe we can look back even further on the chart and go over some past trades again. We'll see how long this takes to load. But we're just chopping, so let's do something, right? Let's do something. We'll have to give this a few minutes though, because that's a lot of data that is loading. So support channel is wild. Once peeps get settled and community supports itself for the most part. Yeah. I mean, it is still shocking to me how many people, you know, have still with this iFVG group. You know, I have settings posted on WAP. I have quite a few videos on WAP. I think it's 45 minutes of videos going over instructions. And I have another hour just going over what inverse value gaps are and how to trade them yourself. I've also posted screenshots, and if you just like read the text, you can change the settings. It is crazy how many people are like, Joey, what settings are you using? It's like, well, I've already posted them on WAP, and anything new I test, I've pinned in the chats already with screenshots, you know? It's like, if you just blindly follow it, that's okay. You'll be fine. Somehow they can't. Yeah, lead a horse to water, can't make him drink. That's a great analogy. That's exactly how it feels most of the time. I get a lot of people that are like, Joey, I copied your settings and it's not taking any trades. And then they send me screenshots of their settings and I'm like, uncheck this, change that. You didn't copy. You need to go rewatch everything because you didn't copy them. But so that goes back to when Anime was saying, oh, there's a lot of tech savvy people. I mean, our group, definitely less tech savvy. Next gen of strategies are self-tuning. Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, some machine learning components, but machine learning's been out for a long time too. It's been out for multiple years. And the thing with those strategies is when you, how do I word that? When you use machine learning, everyone's like constantly just asking, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What do you do? It's like everyone's always confused. I don't disagree that machine learning might be the wave, right? But okay, so we're going all the way back to September 17th here. Often takes too much time. Yeah. Okay, so September 17th. So I haven't even looked this far back, so it might be atrocious, but we'll see. 4:40 in the morning, we have a loss, a full TP, a loss, and a full TP in pre-market. Market opens here. We have 10 a.m. Gotta remember, there's sometimes high impact news at 10. Okay, so again, you know, some of these days, who knows? Mobile for now. Loss here, full TP, and then a loss and a break even. So, well, this is 11 o'clock here, so you wouldn't have even had this loss if you're just trading till 11. You would have had one loss and one break even in the morning, so you'd be up on the day. Be up on the day there. Then we can keep going. Holy! So this was FOMC day. You can see this is 2 o'clock here. that's what the range chart looks like at 2 o'clock. That's funny. So, yeah. Then 2:01, we have a full win after FOMC, and then some losses. Shouldn't really be trading FOMC. Then a full win, then another full win. Maybe you should trade FOMC. Then a loss, then a loss, then a loss, then a full win, 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 then a loss, then a loss, then a loss, then a full win, then a full win again, then a loss. Okay, that's just a lot. That's a lot of trades. Full TP loss. It's like just goes back and forth. Okay, that gave me a heart attack looking at all that. Okay, moving on. Next day here, 7 in the morning, you have a full TP and a full TP. So if you caught either one of those, probably would be done for the day. Then this was a loss at 9:34. Exactly what we've been talking about. With avoiding maybe the first 5-6 minutes. Then we have a win at 9:38. Geo says machine learning is tough to get working in noise type environments. Yeah, I mean, it can work if you can get it to work. It can work great. It's gonna be super confusing for most people. Full TP there. 10:20 a loss, then a full TP again, then a break even. So until 11 a.m. you'd be up on the day, pretty decent with those couple big wins. Then we have 2 losses and a full TP again, and then another full TP to end the day. Market opens Asia session. You have a full TP, then a loss and a loss. Or this was a Sunday. Sunday the 18th, I think. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Loss there at midnight. Moving towards market open. Have a string of 3 losses there. So this wasn't the best day. That was September 18th. Let me check if there was anything on September 18th. September 18th was the day after FOMC, which was unemployment claims day. So maybe that has something to do with it. You know, never know. Moving on. Overnight loss, full TP. Then a loss and a loss. That was at 10 in the morning. So Couple days, FOMC weak, not great maybe. Next day, that loss was right on the open, so you would avoid that. 9:30. 10:20, you have a full TP. So if you're trading 9:30 to 11, you just have one full TP for the day. Some afternoon full TPs, break-evens, and losses strung together. Asia session on the 23rd of September, we have a full TP and another full TP back-to-back. So 2 full TPs there. Got to remember, these wins are bigger than the losses. So you can get 3 losses and only have 2 wins in your break-even. So another full TP here. So again, just these 3 wins here make up for a lot of like a previous bad day or two, right? Then a break even, then another break even, then another break even, then a loss, then a full TP, then another full TP, then another full TP, then another full TP. So this was September 24th. So on this day, this is 6R of profit right there. Then we can go back minus 1R, so you're at 5R. Then we have a break even, so you're still at 5R. Then 2 more break evens. Then a full TP, so you're at 6.5R. Then 2 more TPs, so you're at 9.5R of profit in one day. So again, if you have a previous bad day or 2, you're now green. Very nicely. Okay, 9R of profit in a day. If you were, to try and make back those losses. 25th here. This is, I think, when I started doing my back testing. So I've already shown this. Couple losses, couple full TPs, more full TPs. But I've already shown this in the, I think, in a YouTube video. And pinned in the general chat as well. So, I mean, honestly, I think it's done pretty well. Something where I think if you just run it for a while, if you just run the settings for a while, you'll probably turn out pretty well, right? Just have to learn how you like to run it, what times you like to run it. So we did end up dumping a bit here. We may actually entertain this trade if we get a little move back up. We're touching a bearish fair value gap though on the 1 minute, so this would be a risky long. Definitely be a risky long. This will probably be our last trade of the day on the live stream if we get it. This is another thing, guys, too. If you use semi-auto mode, you could have marked out, if you wanted to play the ranges, could have marked out like this high right here. If we moved up, we swept that high. This would have taken a short here. Semi-auto mode, no one's played around with it yet. I posted in the WAP videos. If you try semi-auto mode, some of you are going to love that, right? Especially on rangy days. Gold moving up, longs are risky. Take a look at gold. I mean, gold's not moving up too much. It is moving up, but it's not crazy. It's not like it's trendy, I would say. Did end up moving lower again after I was in short over here myself. Scaled out some here. Got break evened here. Then we moved back down. Where I probably would have taken profit at that swing point. But you ever play with semi-auto a little this evening when I have time? Yeah, semi-auto, I would say it'll take less trades. It depends on the levels you're marking. But it's definitely worth playing around with, I think. So definitely worth playing around with. Especially if you're like, you like to play levels, right? Like, just mark out like, I don't know, whatever, just a strong level where if you touch it or sweep it, you want to see a bounce. You can mark those out on the chart. and the auto trader would try and look for something if we do that. We're gonna get something here. Let's see. Gold moving back down a little. NQ's been chopping here for 5 minutes though. So I would say this is a very risky long. If it takes it, but as of now it just doesn't look super good. Like it's gonna take it, I'm saying. Did anyone own AMD when AMD ripped yesterday? I owned only a little bit of AMD at like 160 something, 170. When it pumped up to 220. Tiny position. Yeah. I think I had like 4,000 in it or something. I had maybe less. We're in a long here. Not terrible. We need momentum to continue though. There is this is also a 1 minute bearish rally gap. If you look at the candlestick chart. So, this might actually almost play out on the 1 minute as well. If we get a closure here in 5 seconds. And it's not going to. So that's not good. This trade's going to lose. This trade is going to lose. Didn't get anything on your end? Yeah, this 1 minute candle needs to close over this bearish rally gap here. If it does, I think this trade will win. Getting some volume back in here. It's good. It's good. No. Close over, man. Okay, we got to close. Another long opportunity here. Long opportunity.
Order filled.
Doesn't look too bad. I think right now it looks good. Like if this loses, I would say at this point, right now, it is good. It's a good trade. Definitely this first TP area is a good spot. The stop loss is obviously, I don't know. I think it's a good trade. That's all I'll say. If it loses, it loses. But ES is going to make the trade lose. It just came up, tapped the 50% level, and rejected lower. If it loses, it's because of ES. So literally ES 50% is 6788. We came up, tapped it, dumped off of it. So that would explain
order filled.
The loss there. So 2 losses for the morning is what it is. We had 2 wins overnight, so that is a-okay. But we're gonna call it a day here. 2 full wins overnight, 2 losses in the morning. Is what it is. Very, very choppy morning, and not the best action. So yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. Hope everyone has a good rest of your day, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks for joining, everybody.